Welcome to episode 74. Today I'm going to talk about train travel in Mexico and how much fun that is. And I'm at a park here, beautiful day in Paris, and having my coffee. I took a train from Houston, Texas to Mexico, and it was great. Had a good time. It went from Houston overnight to El Paso, Texas, and then from El Paso, Texas, due south, straight south, across the border to Chihuahua, which is in northern Mexico. And then from Chihuahua, we went to a place called Barrancas, I think, and it's the Continental Divide. It's where the mountains, the water flows from the mountains to the west and to the east. And a beautiful canyon there, and I stayed there in a hotel. It was wonderful. And then I took the train, continued to a place called Los Mochis, which is on the water and famous fishing town in Mexico. And then from that, I went down to Mazatlan, and then finally to Puerto Vallarta. It's a great trip. I'll tell you more about it. My sponsor today, again, is Sonostics. You can see the info there. It invented a device you put under your feet, and it talks to your nervous system and flexes a muscle in your lower leg called the soleus muscle, which is a pump, and it helps the heart. It's your heart partner, which is the name of the company now, because it's easier to remember than Sonostics. And as a result, all the fluids in your lower limbs go to the upper body, and the heart doesn't have to work as hard, and your blood pressure goes down, and also the circulation in your brain improves considerably. And over a period of time, about 6 months, you actually see that cognitive decline can be reduced. So that's my sponsor, my corporate sponsor, Sonostics. And if you want to know more about the company, you can talk to Bruce Badeau. I put a picture of him up with his phone number and email address. You can reach him at brucebadeau@outlook.com, and it's a 281 area code. It's on up above. So what happened on the trip? Okay, that's what's important. What happened on the trip is I got on and I had a great night's sleep at El Paso, and then in the afternoon we went down to Chihuahua. I'm sorry. And then from Chihuahua to the canyon. And the canyon is fantastic because the Indians come up from the floor of the canyon to where we are with the train and sell things. So they have a big bazaar there. You can buy things. And Mexico, it's impossible pretty much to go straight to Mexico City because of these deep canyons and mountains. And that's why the train track runs to the west coast first, and then goes down the west coast. And then if you want to go to Mexico, by train you go from Mazatlan and to Mexico City. So kind of interesting. And the most eventful thing that happened on the train while I was there is these guys got on with guns. And I asked somebody, I said, who are these people? They said, oh, these are the gun people. And I went, oh my God. And nothing happened. They just walked and talked to everybody, and then they left the train. So Mexico is a wild and woolly place, but a lot of fun. So that's my story today, is traveling by train to Mexico. Kind of fun. And I have another sponsor. It's a private sponsor. It's you. And you can reach me by going to buymeacoffee.com/Derek, DERIKRAWSON, but you put an R instead of an N. And if you go to my webpage, which you see up here, you can buy me a cup of coffee for $5 and with your credit card. Don't think it works with debit cards, but it works with credit cards worldwide, all banks, all credit cards. It's used by YouTubers and have 1 million customers, so very reliable site. Buy me a coffee. So send me a little walking around money, as they say. And in Texas, we call it that between oil deals. Okay. The other way you can support me is you can send me a fixed amount of money every month. There's a section on Buy Me a Coffee that lets you do that. Elon Musk gets $11 a month for what he's doing. I'm not as important as he is, but you could send me some money if you like. If you're a nice person, then my friend, or like me, or whatever, support me. Okay? And the other way you can support me is you can subscribe, and that's free. It just notifies you of my next podcast. All my podcasts are marked EP, which episode. This is episode 74. And then you can also, if you're on YouTube, you can see some end tags there. One of them will subscribe you automatically. Another one, you click on it and it goes to a website or a YouTube that I select for you that's related to this one. And then the third one you see is called Playlist. And if you click on that, that shows you all of my podcasts, 74 all the way down to one after another. You get a list of them so you can choose what you want to look at. And that's how you can support me, because all those things, and then also making comments and sharing this page, all of that increases my audience and you make more money for me in the long run. So this is the end of episode 74, and I'll see you next time. Also, don't forget to watch my tango videos. I like to dance tango. It's kind of fun. And they're not marked with the EP sound. That's just, there are other things on this channel besides my podcast. So enjoy those. Those are free also. Have a great day. End of episode 74.